third option that we had, which is one that we did tonight, was the same setup from our entry. So we established our grips inside. I went and started pressing to the side from here. Now, what I need to do now is pick a side that I'm going to go to. So, doesn't matter which side, whichever side I feel comfortable with. But essentially, as I start to pick my side, so I'm going to switch to the direction of the camera now. My hand stays on grip, starts to push the knee down. My other hand will transfer to the hip on this side. So as I start to transfer around, I have my hand inside, blocking, and also creating pressure with my hand down here, pushing against the knee. My elbow is slightly flared out. My forearm is taking consideration. What I'm doing is going to track his thigh. So I track his thigh to stop him from being able to pummel his foot in the total inside. Now, the first pass I showed tonight was just a standard one where they don't do any framing, but I mean, that's a pretty straightforward one. So we're going to work on what the second option that I showed tonight, and this is when they start to defend it. So I'm going to be in here. Now, the object of this, for this pass, is as I start to drive myself down, this hand is going to punch through as far as I can. So it's not a matter of just going turn, turn, turn. It's literally punching through and driving my shoulder into the space that gets created. So I'm up, drive my shoulder down into the space that gets created. You can see that I'm still punching through here until I can release this hand over to block this hip. Bring my knee back inside, and you'll see the point that I made tonight for you guys is I'm not going to bring my arm over the top here like this to try to get my side control crossface. If I do this, he can see grip on the inside of my armpit and start to frame. You can start to hip escape, and there's really not much I can do here to stop him from being able to escape. So when I'm here like this, I punch through my hand, my arm, my elbow will drag inside to the armpit, and then I can start to move my arm around and to get into my side control. So that's just a really small little point that we picked up. There's nothing really to do with the pass, but certainly the best way to kind of finish this from a control perspective. So let's have a look at that again. Catch, pick my side, drop, bang. Press through, drop my shoulder down. You can see I stay on my toes. Establish my arm on the other side. Elbow comes up inside, secures my side control position. Now we're just going to add in the element now of him defending and creating the frames from here. So establish our grips, do the same setup, push to the side, hold in here. I start to try to push his leg. He starts to frame hard. He's framing really difficultly on there. So when you're doing this drill, you've got to make sure this is a pressure pass. So you've got to make sure you're putting the weight on there and allowing your opponent to put the proper frames in. Because if you're just standing like this, it's a complete waste of time. We'll just end up going knee on belly or something like that. So you want really good frames here. So he's kind of holding your weight. My hand that's on the far hip will now come from that position inside and cup the far side frame on this arm here. So we're here. I'm going to start to drop my shoulder, open my shoulder up as I take this hand here and pass it under. I'm going to catch his arm and pull his arm up to clear, drop my weight down, hold this position so it doesn't allow him to get his arm back inside or try to create any frames. You'll see all my pressure's on here. I've come inside. I can now go to the side, reestablish, and get my side control position. So let's just show that one more time. Establish my grips, pick my side, hip, bang, start to drive my weight in. He's now created this problem for me here where he's framing up inside. I'm going to change hand from here. The space that's created by my hand going away, my shoulder's going to drop into, grab his arm, pull up, slide if I need to, just to pass that backside shield, knee shield if it's still there. Hold my position, feed my arm in, get my position and secure my side control from there.